Okay guys, let's continue with the second part. Now let's check on showing approximation or precision. To show approximation, you can use the adverbs nearly, close to, or approaching. To show precision, you can use the adverbs precisely or exactly. Okay? So we have two different examples in here, but basically all of them are synonyms of close. At 11:56 p.m. you can say that it's approaching midnight. 90.8 is close to 10. And then you have in here precisely and exactly. At 12 p.m. you can say that it's precisely noon. Okay? As I told you before, this vocabulary, you already know this vocabulary, but it's helpful just for writing down your graphs or describing something in numbers. Okay, practice with expressions describing trends. Now in here, you are going to decide if the statement has followed each sentence is true or false. So you have to check on this information and say if the statement below is true or false. Okay, let's see. For example, unemployment has dropped by about 2% every year for the last 5 years. So in here we have, there has been a steady decrease in the number of people out of work. Is this true or is it false? Okay, in this case it's true because steady is like regularly, something that happens regularly. So for the last 5 years, obviously it's something that happens regularly. Okay, then if you want to, you can pause the video and check the rest of the statements and check if you know if they are true or false. Okay, great. Okay, let's continue. So match the percentage with an appropriate expression. And then you have in here percentages and expressions. And to be honest, guys, this to me, it's like super difficult because I really hate fractions. But well, let's see if you can do it. Around two-thirds, just over a quarter, almost or nearly a third, just under or nearly a fifth, and a very small number. So the only one that I know is that 5% is a very small number. Can you guess the rest? Come on guys, you are engineers. Well, but anyway, I do have the answers. So the first one is 68%. Okay, that would be around 2/3. Then 33%, that would be almost or nearly a third. Then 18%, that would be just nearly a fifth. And finally 20%, just over a quarter. Yay! And then in here, well, this one is easier than the previous one, at least for me, guys. Please don't judge me. That's why I'm not a math teacher. Okay, 90%, almost all, right? Then you have 77, just over 3/4. 3/4. I have no idea what is the meaning of this, but yes. Then 58, well, this one is super easy, approximately 60, and 49, just under or nearly a half. So these ones are like super easy, right? Okay, and then we have some prepositions to describe trends. Okay, this from and to, it's super easy, right? Because basically you have from, the first part of something, and to, the part that reaches, right? Okay. Then the population grew by 25%. You have by and you have of. To be honest, these two are very, very similar, but with percentages, let's talk about 80% of the time. 80%, remember, it's not like a general rule. Uh, with percentages, you use by. For example, in here, you have this example, by about 4%, by about 2%, by almost 50. So basically, it's not a rule, but it might be helpful. And then you have of, and of, it's more to talk about possession. Like there was a growth or increase of 5 million people. So of, it's similar to possession. Okay, so in this case, we are talking about world population, so that's why we use of. Okay, and in here you have some examples. If you want to, you can do it. These examples in here. Okay, but it's not only using from, to, by, and of, so that's why we're gonna skip this. Okay, I'm gonna record one last part showing you how you're going to answer your homework.